this would accelerate. I'll be very candid with you. I mean, some of it would certainly be somewhat disruptive, but we in India perceive it as an opportunity because having kind of missed the manufacturing bus in the 1990s, early 2000s, we do think that this reordering of supply chain gives us a sort of second bite of the apple, and maybe this time around, starting with Apple, we are doing better than we were doing earlier. The second, there will be, in a way, more geopolitical hedging. Many more of us would be seeking more relationships to keep, life stable. The third pertains to the digital side, and the digital side now pretty much covers everything. And what has been happening, and will continue to intensify, is issues about in a way of trust, and what accompanies the digital aspect of a product or a service or a technology. I think will come under greater scrutiny, and it will reflect itself in different fields. I mean, you've seen that already in semiconductors, where there's a very conscious attempt at diversification of production, and the drive towards AI will further accelerate this. So digital payment platforms, for example, would become, in a sense, more valuable, but also, which platform to use with whom becomes an important question. A fourth one to my mind is mobility of talent and skills, because even as there is a re-globalization or reworking of the current architecture, there would be economies where the demand would be high, the talents may not be plentiful, it could be different in other places, and what will happen, in a sense, is already happening, and I can give you some very interesting numbers here, is we will be moving, my guess is perhaps in the next few years, to a much more integrated global workplace. That many countries, and it'll be, to my mind, even the United States under Donald Trump, will make a distinction in immigration and mobility. That for them, economically justified mobility will have to be fostered, while those where the economic value is less or negative will have to be managed. So this is going to be, I mean, in fact, I tell my colleagues in foreign policy, I actually think for us, at least in India, is going to be one of the top 3 priorities. That how do you create and manage and optimize a global workplace? Now, the global workplace doesn't mean that the talent alone has to move. Businesses can move as well. We've already seen in the last few years, right now, by the last count, we have about 1,800 global capability centers in India, which between them generate about $150 billion worth of exports. So we see this trend intensify, because the more technology-driven, more digital era is going to require a certain concentration and access to skills and talent. So whether the talent goes to the business or the business goes to the talent, I mean, that's a decision which corporates will be making. And finally, we do think that, again, politics notwithstanding, the world will be greener. That while the pace of the greening of the economy may vary, definitely, if one looks today, I mean, we are certainly taking a big bet on green hydrogen, on green ammonia. We are thinking of green shipping corridors. Electric mobility is already upon us. We are looking at biodiesel. In fact, that's something we are pushing very strongly, at sustainable aviation fuel. So that whole world is green steel. I mean, these are going to come. Politics or no politics, it may come faster, it may come in some countries more than other countries, but it will actually not stop as a global trend. Taken some very big calls. Among the calls which might be of interest to you, one is to set up 12 major industrial zones across India, with a view to attracting global manufacturing and promoting domestic manufacturing. 3, a big focus on human resources development, on skills. We are encouraging corporates to do more internship. There's a kind of a Prime Minister's internship scheme which we have announced. Stronger rural growth, because again, historically that's been the laggard sector. That's changing now. So as the agrarian economy really sort of gets better value for its production, we are seeing actually the gaps between industrial growth and rural growth narrow in comparison to the past. And finally, as I said, prepare for this different world which we are looking at, a world of AI, a world of EV, a world of really greener services and greener products. So that's really the picture which I want to present to you.